So, back in 2015, two South African rappers blew up, Nasty C and A-Reece. Nasty C had a head start with the success of Juice Bag. A few months down the line, Ambitious Entertainment launched A-Reece, and from there, one of the longest SA hip-hop rivalries began. Ambitious Entertainment specifically marketed and targeted Nasty C's fan base or target market. In their eyes, more competition or debate around their names would solidify and position both rappers as competitors. Even A-Reece once said it himself.
What's your relationship like now with Nasty C? What happened?
Let me tell you what happened, right? First, the label happened. Now, Nasty's on the up and up, doing his thing, you know, getting his glory. And then, boom, A-Reece pulls up, gets signed to Ambitious Entertainment. You have the label owner with his own agendas, you know, of taking over the game, because that's how every label owner, you know, that's their mindset.
You guys are like puzzle
yo,
chess pieces.
Need to be the one, you know? So, in order to be the one at the time, like, you know, regarding like artists in my age group, was for me to go at Nasty, you know?
The same way Kid Teeny came at you now.
So a lot of people don't even, I don't think anyone knows this, but when we created Couldn't, the song Couldn't that has MT on it,
yeah,
you know when it starts, it goes, it's, oh man, in order to get there, you gotta do the most. And come on, I like competition. To me, it was just healthy competition, you know? Song for song, verse for verse, ball for ball, let's do it. I'm game for that anytime.
Yeah.
But it became bigger than that. It became like the label owner's wall on
So
his
basically
own.
it worked.
As I said before, Nasty C had a head start, and for over a decade now, he has maintained that #1 spot. For most people, especially A-Reece fans, they believe that the only reason Nasty C is as big as he is today is only because he was signed to a record label. Although there's truth in those statements, there's also truth in the fact that A-Reece also blew up because of a record label, while Nasty C blew up independently. Recently, A-Reece announced that he would be dropping his mixtape during the same week as Nasty C's album. This has caused an uproar online, mainly because Nasty C has been promoting his album heavily. Homie did a rollout which gained him a massive attention and a TikTok challenge for his song Lala Ngobo, only for A-Reece to come and capitalize from his hard work. In fact, one guy summed up the whole situation pretty nicely on Twitter. Nasty C was doing rollout for his albums. He was attending interviews, claiming to be working at Spa, claiming to be a tattoo artist, claiming to be working as a presenter for a certain show. Nasty C built clout around his album and even released 2 singles. Another single, he pushed it so hard it was trending on TikTok. He had people doing dance challenges only for A-Reece to come out of nowhere and attach his name next to Nasty C. I won't lie, at first I also felt the same way as this guy. A-Reece has been silent the whole year, then Chiki he's out here dropping exactly on the same week as Nasty C. Looking from the outside, I mean, I believe this is extremely intentional, considering the fact that these guys have been rivals for a while now. Some people say Nasty C and A-Reece have 2 audiences, therefore there's no problem even if they drop on the same week. But the truth is, they have more or less the same fans. There's also another thing that most people seem to forget. Nasty C is way bigger brand than A-Reece, and it's always been like that since from the beginning. I specifically made this video to debunk the fact that Nasty C and A-Reece are on the same level. So in this video, I want us to take a closer look at 3 reasons why I believe Nasty C will always be bigger than A-Reece. Make sure you stay tuned and watch the video before commenting and leaving your 2 cents. Okay, now without any further ado, let's stop beating around the bush and let's get started with the video. The first thing I want us to talk about is rollouts. Nasty C is incredibly good at album rollouts to such an extent that even Jaden Smith once stole his idea. Back in 2018, Nasty released a video on the internet announcing his second studio album, Strings and Bling.
Excited to show you what's going on. This may be a little bit cold, but if you pay attention to the screen, let's see how we're doing. Oh, wow.
What is that?
Do you see what's going on? Uh, there's one heart.
There's a banger right there.
There's I think there's 2 heartbeats.
Are you serious?
I think there's 2. There's definitely 2 heartbeats. There's 1, and just up to the left, there's 2.
Oh.
Mr. C, I don't know if you are prepared for this,
You got 2 bangers?
but you're having twins. Congratulations!
Where's my phone? Can somebody get my phone?
Congratulations!
Oh my god, this is huge.
Look at it, and there.
Immediately after posting the video, Nasty went viral on social media and people couldn't wait for the release of the album. This was not just another creative way of revealing that he has an upcoming album, but also a dope way to get fans talking and excited for the new album. A year later, Jaden Smith posted a clip with the same idea as Nasty C had and used. Obviously, fans were angry, but Jaden Smith blue-ticked them and the whole situation. In 2016, just before launching his debut album, Bad Hair, Nasty C asked fans to send him their bad hair images. He then used those images to make an art cover for his album. Another dope and creative way he used to engage his fans while building anticipation for his album. In 2023, right before the release of his album, I Love It Here, Nasty C hosted a listening session in Centurion where he invited media and his fans. After the performances, everyone got to enjoy a listening session of the entire album inside a Mercedes-Benz. This one fan even wrote on social media, "I'm sorry, but your favorite artist can never give you this type of exclusive. Nasty C is goated. I can go on and list different rollout strategies that Nasty C has used over the years, which have gained him massive publicity and promoted his music without any negative controversy. Now, I'm not trying to say A-Reece only depends on controversy to promote his music, because over the years, he has somewhat used effective strategies. Before signing to Ambitious, Reece dropped a song called Casper's Picture, where he rapped about Casper winning multiple awards at the SA Hip Hop Awards. Although this was not a massive song on the mainstream, it managed to gain Reece some publicity and eventually started working with PH and Kulichana to drop his EP, Brownie's EP. And just before his debut album, Paradise, he released Cutaways EP, which were songs that did not make it to the album as a teaser. This EP achieved the goal of whetting fans' appetites for what was one of the most anticipated albums of 2016. The EP got fans talking for weeks while waiting for the debut album. When Reece started working with the Wrecking Crew, they started using a marketing strategy that was unfamiliar in the industry but popular today. They basically started dropping music every week. This was good to promote themselves and their music since they were not under a label. And even Mesh Beats said it himself on this interview with Zinger.
We, as people who had come before y'all, are so caught up in the system that we came up in, where everything we doing, nigga, they doing that nowhere around.
It's chameleonish.
And you niggas are not only the new kids on the block, which already gives you the advantage of being the new flavor, so you're on fire.
Yeah.
But now you niggas are also
Every day, dog. That shit
and
was
see now we are going the long way around. It was, okay, we'll see you in
You have to
August
catch
with
up.
the next song. And it's like, by that time, you niggas have dropped like 5 fire joints.
and
They
all
quoting
know
your
it.
word to word.
You know
and
what I mean? And we have a show like today, and we're gonna perform that new joint, and they're gonna fuck with it. So that was our mentality, like do whatever we want.
You niggas was living the dream.
real.
For real.
For real, that's
And you felt that.
for real. That's why I said that's some of my best time ever.
So Reece was very active during this time. I remember when he dropped a short documentary called Touche Mindset to promote his EP back then. That documentary was pivotal in revealing his other side that most fans are not familiar with. But in recent years, A-Reece completely stopped doing rollouts for projects. Instead, he just dropped records whenever he feels like when he dropped this mixtape on 420. Although the timing was perfect and fans started going crazy over this project, it could have been way more successful if he promoted the project prior to the release. The strategy of dropping music out of nowhere seems to be working, but he's also missing out on opportunities for brand deals that he could have been making. Imagine if he partnered with a rolling paper company and had a listening session of the project before it dropped like Nasty C did with Mercedes-Benz. And that's not the only project he released like that. Deadlines, the EP, was also released without any major or creative marketing plan. The marketing of P2 was terrible. Fans waited for almost 4 years for the project only to get generic music with low budget music videos. Now, I know some people will say Nasty C was signed to a major label, therefore he had access to marketing team and a big budget for the project, but the truth is A-Reece chose independence for himself. And it's not like independent artists are unable to create rollouts plans that can engage fans and get them talking. Casper is a good example of an artist that manages to go viral while keeping his brand authentic. Although I don't usually agree with Casper, but he once said this about A-Reece and I agree with him.
Who do you know in South Africa who is able to stay mysterious and sustain their careers for long?
Very few.
I don't think there's any.
You don't think there's any?
Give me any example, I'll tell you how they use their personality. There's nobody in SA who's able to develop a connection, sell music, and sustain their career and maintain it at the highest level.
I'll give you the names.
Yeah, let's go.
Because I've been encouraging them to be out there more.
Yeah.
Okay? A-Reece.
At the highest level. I'm talking, this is not a shot to A-Reece, but I'm talking the highest level as far as monetary value. You understand? A-Reece has a very healthy career. It's niche though. It's very niche. It's good for him and his cult fans. Like he's carved a fan base for himself, and those are his people, and they eat it up, and that's it. A-Reece. But A-Reece definitely can't do a stadium. Can't. Alone. A-Reece live at Orlando Stadium. It's not a shot. It's the niche. And I know his fans are gonna be mad at me. They're gonna come at me. That's fine.
Yeah.
I also have love for Reece. He makes amazing music.
Yeah.
I'm talking about brand positioning.
I hear you.
I'm talking about marketing. I'm talking about growing your audience. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the music business side of things. I'm not criticizing A-Reece as a musician.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything about
But this
that.
is
I can't-
awkward for me because the name is Z.
That's fine.
You
I'm
know?
just-
Whether you like Casper or not, there's truth into what he's saying. A-Reece has become a mysterious artist. He doesn't like to share his views on social media. He doesn't share much about his lives. He keeps his private life private. Being mysterious artists used to work well before social media. Now fans wanna know what we are doing at all times, which is where A-Reece is failing. To be honest, to some certain extent, the mystery in A-Reece's career is kinda working, but it's also limiting his success and opportunities, while rappers like Nasty C are capitalizing on them. So yeah, in terms of rollouts, Nasty C's brand presence is very much alive and he is doing way better than A-Reece. Social media presence plays big role in rappers' career, and guys like Nasty C are winning, leaving mysterious rappers like A-Reece in the dust. Recently, Nasty C has been doing a rollout where he goes to different jobs and works for a day. He went to Supersport to work as a broadcaster. He went to the Don Quarter show to report news. He worked as a tattoo artist. He even worked at Spa. He did all of this to promote his upcoming project. In terms of music, I think Nasty C is also making better music than A-Reece. If you compare their catalogs, you can clearly see who's making the most diverse music and stretching their boundaries as an artist. Do you remember this Gqom song by Nasty C?
Oh, and by the way, this is nothing serious. I was just fucking around with something. You know, I pitched the idea to a couple of people. You know, I pitched it to my nigga. I pitched it to 3 people. You know, and they thought I should do it. So I thought, you know, why not? And by the way, don't download this, man. Why you? Fuck. Why is it? Hey, don't download this. Why is it? Don't download this. Why is it? Now why you had to download this? I thought I said don't download this. Oh my god, yo, he's gone bogus. The best out here, I deserve that title. I just proved to y'all fools I'm versatile, and it's still not worth it. Don't download this. Why is it? Why you had to download this? They can judge.
Man, this guy has been making music for everyone for a while now. And don't forget, recently, he finally tapped into Amapiano and dropped bangers like Kwela's Prayer. Nasty C's debut album, Bad Hair, also had a sound that was unique and different. It took South Africa a while to adjust to it. When I listened to the album for the first time, I didn't get it, but on my second or third listen, I actually understood it and loved it even more. Meanwhile, A-Reece has been making the same kind of music for a long time. Earlier in his career, A-Reece used to be versatile. In his 2014 EP, Brownies was a great way for him to show his lyrical and Motswako side. And then, on Paradise, he did the same thing. He had love songs, catchy songs, bangers, and lyrical tunes. For me, Paradise was the most versatile project A-Reece has ever done. Nowadays, his music is kinda predictable. If he's not dropping a repetitive rap song, he's dropping a trap song. When was the last time A-Reece dropped a cool love song like Feelings or Mngani? With his upcoming project, I'm hoping to see more growth. Nasty C has grown from strength to strength musically, and I know there's a lot of people that prefer listening to A-Reece than Nasty C, and that's okay. My point is, in terms of versatility, Nasty C seems to be leading the way. And those are my 3 reasons why I believe Nasty C will always be a bigger brand than A-Reece. If you forgot, let me remind you quickly. Rollouts. Nasty C has some of the most incredible album rollouts, including the Mercedes-Benz listening session, Strings and Bling's pregnancy announcement, and challenges like Dlala Ngobo. Number 2, social media presence. Nasty C has more numbers than A-Reece. He engages fans on a regular basis and shares his personality with them, which makes them feel like they know him. Meanwhile, A-Reece is mostly mysterious. Number 3, music diversity. Nasty C's music ranges across different styles. Although he's known for bangers, he also does lyrical joints, Amapiano songs, and he has a history with other genres like Gqom. Meanwhile, A-Reece rarely does other sounds. He sticks to his sound and caters for his audience only. And this is why I believe Nasty C appeals to more audiences than A-Reece. It's because he's focused his mind on many different pockets instead of one. And this is what makes Nasty C bigger than A-Reece. There's certain markets in South Africa that A-Reece wouldn't resonate with the people, but I believe Nasty C can fit almost everywhere. And this is why I believe Nasty C will always be a bigger brand than A-Reece. Please let me know your thoughts about this video in the comment section. And until next time guys, stay safe.